Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Jameson Rotilla. So I'm here to report my topic: forest landscape restoration and reforestation. Forest landscape restoration is a planned process that aims to regain ecological integrity and enhance human well-being in deforested or degraded landscape. So forest restoration involves all activities including reforestation and help to return um, a forest to healthy state. This include controlling invasive species containing tree diversity, returning forest composition and structure to a more natural state, and pruning or removing underbrush that competes with trees. Importance of habitat recovery and carbon sequestration in mitigating climate change. Habitat recovery and carbon sequestration are fundamental component in mitigating climate change. So, importance of habitat recovery. Um, Biodiversity are highly connected. This is because natural habitats such as forest, grassland, and wetlands act to important carbon sink. They naturally remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis and store it is biomass and soil. Um, Global natural commitments to reforestation and FLR. Bone Challenge at 2011, a global effort to restore 350 million hectares of deforested and degraded land by 2030. So ang Bone Challenges, 28 June 2019, and IUCN released its second assessment of the implementation of restoration pledge made to the Bone Challenges show that countries are making impressive process of the global goal of um, bringing 150 million hectares into restoration by 2020, and 350 million hectares by 2030. Um, UN Decades on Ecosystem Restoration 2021 to 2030. Um, the United Nations Decades on Ecosystem Restoration runs from 2021 to 30, similar to other nature-related international decades. Decade each proposed and promote the United Nations environmental goals, specifically to facilitate global cooperation for the restoration of degraded and destroyed ecosystem. Paris Agreement, nationally determined contributes. Paris Agreement, naturally determined contribution are at the heart of the Paris Agreement of the achievement of its long-term goals. NDC embody effort by each country to reduce natural emission and adapt to the impact of the climate change. Um, Philippine National Greening Program, a government lead initiative aiming to forest 1.1 million hectares from the 2011 to 2023, contributing to the biodiversity and conservation, livelihood, and climate mitigation. So Philippine Greening Program, it is a program uh, to to restore the forest and reforestation. So ang Philippine government, nag-create sila ng program para ma-restore atong forest o ang ma-prevent ang climate change. Uh, uh, Definition and principle. Forest landscape restoration is the holistic and long-term process that aims to regain ecological, functionally, and enhance human being to deforested and degraded forest landscape. So definition and principle sa forest landscape. Uh, Forest landscape is to restore and reforestation the land area. So in meet ecological, social, and economic needs in the society. So para ma-sustain pa ang livelihood sa sulod sa forest, ug daghan pay makuha na goods, uh, forest product and goods. Key approaches to FLR, natural regeneration. These methods are relies on the natural capacity of forests to recover on their own. So uh, natural natural regeneration, natural generation, yeah, this is the recovery of the forest following the disturbance in the absence of human intervention, resulting in increased ecosystem functionally, vegetation, species, uh, diversity, and structural complexity, habitat availability, and etc. So assisted natural regeneration. Assisted natural generation, also term managed regrowth, is the human protection and preservation of natural trees, seedlings, and forest area. Seedlings are in particular protected from undergrowth and extremely flammable plants such as Emphereta grass. Agroforestry. Agroforestry forestry system integrated trees with crops and or livestock, creating a multifunctional landscape that increase productivity, enhance biodiversity, and improve soil and water conservation. So as agroforestry is interaction of agricultural and trees, including the agricultural use of trees. This comprises trees on farms and its agricultural landscape, farming. It a forest and also forest margins and trees crop production, including cacao, coffee, rubber, and oil palm. Benefits of FLR, enhanced biodiversity and ecosystem services. So, sa biodiversity and ecosystem services, helps to restore habitats for wildlife and supports ecosystem functions such as natural cycle pollution and pest control. So ang so gi-enhance to enhance the biodiversity and ecosystem services. So they have gisuportahan nila ang ecosystem by natural cycle, to prevent pollution and pest control. Improving water regulation and soil stability. Rehabilitated forests reduce surface runoff, minimize soil erosion, and contain water cycle. So, improving water regeneration and soil stability, nakahelp ang forest para ma-stability ang soil o ma-prevent ang soil erosion. Tapos ang forest naka-help pud siya para mapanatili ang water na hinlo og kuan siya na di makadaot sa mga tao. Supporting livelihoods and sustain resource use. And FLR contributes to poverty reduction by providing timber, non-timber forest product and employment opportunities. So ang forest naka-help pud siya para ma-sustain ang livelihood sa isa ka environment og makatabang pud siya para sa employment sa mga tao, mga livelihood og ma-sustain ang goods sa timber og non-timber product. And that's all. Thank you.
A pleasant day, ma'am. So my assigned topic is all about reforestation strategies. Our topic is all about reforestation. So its definition is, as you can see in this screen. So reforestation is essentially the act of planting trees to bring back forest that has been lost or damaged. So think of it like repairing a damaged ecosystem. So it's not just about planting trees. It's about restoring the entire environment. So, ano kinahanglan nato ang reforestation? So forests are vital for many reasons. So kabalo ta ano? So they clean the air, provide habitats for animals, prevent soil erosion, regulate water cycles, and even it helps climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide. So if forests are lost through deforestation or degradation, so these benefits are lost too. So reforestation aims to regain these benefits. So there are types of reforestation. It is called afforestation. So we are going to tackle first what is afforestation. Afforestation is planting trees in areas that have never been forested. So it's never been forested. So this creates entirely new forests and ecosystems. An example is planting trees in a desert to combat desertifications. Another type of reforestation is reestablishing forest cover in areas where forests previously existed but were degraded. So this restores native species and habitats. So example is planting trees in a lag over area to create the original forest. So that's their differences. So also the earning two main approaches to tree planting. So the two main branches are monoculture plantation and mixed species plantation. So ang monoculture plantation, it is planting a single tree species across large areas. So this is often economically efficient for timber production, but reduces biodiversity and increases vulnerability to pests. So example, a large area planted with pine trees. So next is mixed species plantations. So it is planting of multiple tree species together. So this enhances ecological resilience, supports biodiversity, and provide multiplied ecosystem services. So mimicking economical forests and ensuring long-term sustainability. So example anik is a forest mix of oak, maple, or birch trees. Like that area is composed of mixed species. Forest landscape restoration, or FLR. It is a broader approach than simple reforestation. So FLR aims to restore the entire ecosystem, including biodiversity, water resources, and soil health. So in deforested or degraded areas, benefiting both the environment and people. So ang reforestation, on the other hand, focuses primarily on replanting trees to restore forest cover and ecosystem services in the areas. So where forests previously forested. So for example, FLR in the degraded area might involve not only planting trees, but also improving soil quality, managing water resources, and promoting biodiversity through various plants and animal species. So reforestation in the same area might simply focus on planting trees to regain the forest cover. Urban reforestation involves tree planting in urban and re-urban environments to improve air quality, reduce urban heat islands, manage storm water, and enhance quality of life for residents. So it contributes to climate resilience in populated areas. So an example is a city park of green space that incorporates numerous trees and plants. So techniques and best practices. So successful reforestation begins with site selection and soil preparation. So sites are chosen based on topography, climate, and soil fertility. So soil preparation may include tilling, erosion control, and adding organic matter to support the seedling growth. So for example, a hillside location might require terracing to prevent erosion before planting trees. So when choosing tree species for reforestation, native species are preferred because they are adapted to local conditions, support native biodiversity, and more sustainable in the long term. So for example, using oak trees in the oak-dominated ecosystem. So exotic species might be used for rapid growth for specific purposes like timber, but careful selection is crucial to prevent ecological imbalances. So an example will be the introduction of fast-growing invasive species like eucalyptus. So there are two methods of planting trees. For planting trees, so direct seedlings and seedling transplantation. So direct seedling, it is scattering seeds directly onto prepared soil. So this is cost effective for large-scale projects. For example, broad casting seeds across a field. So next is direct seedling transplantation. So planting nursery-grown seedlings. So this ensures high initial surviving rates, but requires more labor. So for example, planting individuals seedlings in prepared holes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, I'm choosing native versus exotic species. So, native species are adapted to local conditions and support native biodiversity. They are more sustainable in the long term. So, ang choosing native, mao ni siya ang kanang nag-adapt na niya ang iyahang soil. Tapos, ang siya pod ang mag-sustain in the long term. Then, ang exotic species, mao ni siya ang may be used for rapid growth or specific purposes. Example given is timber or fuel wood, but must be chosen carefully to avoid ecological imbalances. So, exotic species mo na siya intentionally or accidentally nga natanom na daan sa isa ka area. So, ang sunod is direct seedling versus seedling transplantation. So, ang direct seedling involves Direct seedling involves scattering seeds directly on prepared soil and is cost-effective for large-scale efforts. So, ang direct seedling mo ni siya ang kanang dako nga area nga i-direct na lang nimo sa tanom bali isibuak na lang nimo sa dako nga area. While ang seedling transplantation is mo niya siya ang kanang tinanam na daan tapos imo siya i-transfer for nursery para ma-maintain niya iyang pag-alaga. Then ang sunod is challenges in reforestation. So ang isa is low survival rate due to poor maintenance. So newly planted trees often die without adequate care such as watering, mulching, or protection from grazing and fire. Sustained monitoring is crucial. So, ang low survival rates due to poor maintenance, mo ni siya ang kanang mamatay siya tungkol sa kanang wala nimo siya maalaga or kanang wala nimo siya gina-maintain ang tubig, mo ni siya ang di siya maka-survive. So, ang conflict with land use priorities, ang competing land uses such as agriculture, settlement, and infrastructure development can hinder reforestation efforts. Integrated land use planning is needed to balance forest restoration with other development goals. So, kung ang land is naka-compete siya sa agriculture, so need nimo siya i-settle para ma-develop nimo ayang infrastructure pos makuha nimo ayang pag-reforestation. Ang climate variability is changes in rainfall patterns, temperature, and extreme weather events can negative impact seedlings growth and forest recovery. Adaptive strategies and climate resilient species selection are essential to address this challenge. So ang climate variability is maka-change ang pattern sa rainfall tapos ang temperature. So ang weather makahatag yun na siya negative impact sa isa ka kanom. So ang dapat ang tarong need nimo siya timanon para ma-adapt niya ang kanang mga negative climate resilience sa isa ka tanom. So role of forest in carbon sequestration is forest absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide through photosynthesis and store it in biomass and soil. Sunod is trees convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and glucose, lacking carbon in their tissues. So, sunod is young tree. Ang young forest sequester carbon quickly due to a rapid growth traits. Old growth forests store large amount of carbon accumulated over long periods. Mature forests serve as long-term carbon sinks and support biodiversity. So, allometric equations estimate trees biomass using breast diameter, height, and wood density. Cost-effective and widely used in field inventories. Brown, 1997. So, remote sensing uses satellite and aerial imagery to access biomass and forest changes over large areas. So, LIDAR employs laser pulses to map 3D forest structure, highly accurate for estimating carbon in dense or varied forest. Sunod is a monitoring report and verification MRV framework. So, monitoring involves the collection of data over time regarding specific indicators. So, example given is greenhouse gas emissions, forest cover, biomass. Tools include remote sensing, ground surveys, and GIS technologies. So, it ensures that actions example given, reforestation, emissions reduction are properly implemented and progress is tracked consistently. Reporting is data collected during the monitoring phase is compiled and documented in a standard format. Reports are often submitted to national governments, international bodies. Example given is UNFCCC or donors. These steps ensures transparency, enabling stakeholders to understand what actions were taken and what outcomes were. So, sa verification report refers to the independent assessment of the accuracy and completeness of the reported data. usually done by third party verifies. Example given is accredited auditing firms or international organization. It adds credibility and increases confidence in the reported outcomes, especially in market carbons.
So, good morning, ma'am. My name is Irene Securalde. My topic for today is all about policies and incentives for carbon sequestration. REDD, Reducing Emission from Deforestation and Forest Degradation Plus. So, REDD stand for Reducing Emission from Deforestation and Forest Degradation plus the Conservation, Sustainable Management of Forests, and Enhancement of Forest Carbon Stock. So, like for example, in Cross River State, Nigeria, a community-based REDD plus program supports forest conservation, biodiversity, and rural livelihoods. So next is Clean Development Mechanism, CDM. So sa Clean Development Mechanism is a United Nations run program under the Kyoto Protocol that allows industrialized countries to invest in greenhouse gas emission reduction project in developing countries. So, this project earns certified emission reduction. So, ang CER credits each equivalent to ton of CO2 which industrialized countries cost to meet their emission reduction targets. So, ang example sa Clean Development Mechanism is, like for example, sa biogas project in India, the Bagipali Koli Sangha community in rural India constructed biogas digesters that convert animal manure into biogas for cooking, replacing kerosene and wood fuel. And next is Payment for Ecosystem Services, PES. So, Payment for Ecosystem Services is a system where beneficiaries of environmental services such as clean water, carbon sequestration, or biodiversity protection pay land ownership or resources through sustainable land management. So, ang example sa Payment for Ecosystem is Costa Rica's government-led PES program, which pays private landowners to protect forests, reforest, and manage land sustainable. So, next is Corporate Reforestation Program. So, this program aims to offset carbon emission, enhance biodiversity, improve ecosystem, and demonstrate corporate social responsibility by contributing to environmental sustainable. So like for example, sa corporate reforestation is Evergreen collaborates with companies to plant trees worldwide, restoring ecosystem in Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. So next is NGO-led forest project. So, this project often focus on reforestation, biodiversity, conservation, and supporting livelihood through sustainable forest use. Like for example, sa NGO is a Haribon Foundation. So, this NGO-led project aims to restore Philippines' rainforests by planting native trees and involving local communities, government, and businesses. And next is case studies and best practices. So, National Greenings Program. So, dari as a National Greenings Program is mo ni siyang NGP. So, NGP is the Philippines' largest and most ambitious reforestation initiative launched in ZOL in 2011 through Executive Order number 26. Its goal was to plant 1.5 billion trees across 1.5 million hectares of degraded forest land from 2011 to 2016 extend to 2028 under Executive Order number 193 to cover an additional 7.1 million hectares. And next is implementation strategies. So sa implementation strategies are methods or action designed to enhance the adoption, executive, and sustainability of a policy, program, or intervention. So, they have types of implementation strategies. Like for example, sa dissemination strategies, educate and raise awareness among staff and stakeholders to encourage adoption. And next is beneficiary. So, as you can see, this picture is nagkuan lang siya diri sa program project activity na siya sa isay, na siya area planted hectares, na siya 45,906. Ang sabi kay wala si job generator, wala gyapon sa person employee, wala gyapon ang sa ang accomplishment na siya 45,947.60. And sa seedling planted number is na siya 33,926,000.964 and so on. So, and that's all my topic for today.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Christian James G. Montilla, and this is my report. First, accomplishment of NGP. Massive reforestation effort, planted over 1.7 billion seedlings on more than 23 million hectares of denuded and degraded forest lands. So, these are the example of National Greening Program, NGP. Number 1, massive tree planting. There are over 1.7 billion trees were planted on more than 2.3 million hectares of damaged forest by 2021. The next, job creation. Around 4.3 million jobs were provided, especially helping people in upland areas, indigenous community, and local groups. Number 3, more forest areas. The program helped increase the country's forest cover and improve the health of watersheds area that collected rainwater. Number 4, support for farming and bamboo. The NGP encouraged planting of fruit trees and bamboo, which helps the environment and local livelihoods. Number 5, teamwork with others. The program worked with local governments, NGOs, schools, and other groups to take care of trees. Then the challenge of NGP. Low seedling survival rate. Some areas reported survival rates as low as 3 to 50%, often due for poor and selection, lack of maintenance of unsustainable species. So, the low seedling survival rate, in some places, only 30 to 50% of trees planted survived. This happened because these sites were not sustainable. The trees were not taken care of. The species planted were not fit for the area. The next, monitoring and verification issues. Weak implementation of monitoring, reporting, and verification lead to inconsistencies in data and project performance tracking. So in the monitoring, the system for checking the process of the program are weak. As a result, there were problems with collecting accurate data and tracking whether the program was really working. The next, lack of community participants. Some projects had limited genuine involvement of local communities, reducing long-term sustainability. Corruption and fund misuse. There were reports of corruption, such as planting trees only on paper, ghost planting, and misuse of government funds meant for the program. Then last, over overemphasize of quality. Critics agree the program focused more on the number of trees planted than quality and survival reforested areas. So over emphasis on quantity, the program focused too much on planting large numbers of trees instead of planting sure the trees grow well and become healthy again. Next, restoring restoring Brazil as Atlantic forest. In 1999, for teenager in Brazil, Flavia, Ana Paul, Thiago, and Richis noticed that the forest near their town, Socorro in Sao Paulo, was being
So, good evening, everyone. So, my topic is about the conclusions and recommendations for the future direction. So, first is a summary of a key points. The force play to the crucial roles to mitigate climate change through the carbon sequestration. So, carbon sequestration means that is a trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere during to the photosynthesis. So storing in the biomass leave the branch trunk. So this process to the climate change helping to reduce greenhouse effect and slow down global warming. So the next is the effect to the restorations release the accurate carbon stock measurements and storing monitoring framework. So the effectiveness of ecosystem restoration is a robust monitoring framework incorporation accurate carbon stock measures. So this ensure that the restorations effort are truly mitigate climate change and achieve their intended goals. A strong monitoring framework needs several. So gina-make sure nila to for carbon stock is uh, never can harm reforestation or make sure for a strong monitoring framework to balance. And the next is a policies like REDD and the pest along with the corporations and NGO driving project support forest recovery. So this this policy REDD means that is reduce emission deforestation degradation and deforestation. So aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by the preventing deforestations and the forest degradations, conserving forest carbon stock, and promoting sustainable forest management and enhancement of a carbon stock to recognize for deforestation contributes significant global carbon emissions. So that is the purpose of the RDD to conduct the policy to minimize the carbon stock that can harm for the forest. So next is the case studies from the Philippines and the international FLR initiative. Brazil's Atlantic's forest show to that local participant and long-term vision in the key success. So this FLR means that is forest land restoration. So this the Food and Agriculture Organized for the United Nations Forest Landscape Restoration Mechanism. So FAO activity support for the FLR. So nagasupport po sila for the focus the scoping monitoring report of the FLR activities. That is the coordinate project development guidelines. So kibale sila ang partnership enhancement for the effectiveness restoration. Sila kibale ang nag-effort for the support for the balance of the forest. So bali na sila ang coordinate for the restorations to sustainable balance. So the next is a challenge persists to the deforestation's land use to the change and the need of the balance ecological and economic goals. So when we say balance deforestation, so we need to apply a sustainable practices. So we need to conduct plantations or also communities is communities have conduct to organize all communities or educate how to proper manage the forest and deforestation. So maintain balance the ecological and economic goals. So this important the need for integrated and participatory to restorations effort. So first is a collaborate among the government agency, communities, academic institutions to the NGO and the private sectors to the lead to more resilience locally adapted solution. So this solution is one of the most important to collaborate among the governments to all community. So need nila collaborate for the NGO because the NGO is a non-government organization that is these are non-profit groups or operation independent for any government. So means that is typically established to the purpose verify the social political or environmental goals working to local, national, or international levels. So these strategies need nila for the solution to coordinate for the properties para kibali po maka ma-plaster nila ang ilang bali support project for the afforestation. So 2 is a participatory planning, ensure that the restorations is aligned the community needs to the encourage ownership and steward. So this planning make sure to the restoration is coordinate the all communities to ma-encourage from the ownership to maintain the restoration, or organize to all human how to support and balance the forest plantation. So katulo is incorporation traditional ecological knowledge can improve to the restoration practices community. So this are one of the most important to how to improve the restoration. So you need to conduct a program to organize the human and also educate how to proper manage forests and apply the sustainable practices, never use that can harm the environment or any waste that can harm the environment. So need to educate the community to cooperate and to cooperating and inform that what is the importance of the forest. So the next is strengthening to the policy support. So this funding research effectiveness restoration. So one of the most important nga natay mga policy for implement for the governments for the make sure for reduce the affecting of the and protect the forest. Need to protect the forest para dili pod nato maabusaran. So munang natay mga policy support for the like effectiveness to the forestation para mabalance po nato mga resources. So that is the important to sustainable development and balance the biodiversity. So this means activities involving the community members, all strategies, decision making process from the planning's implementation to monitoring, evaluation, and transparent communication capacity building initiative. Ensure that the all consider this power imbalance and ensuring to the representation of the diverse group with the community. So that's all to be my parts, and thank you.